Someone flips me a bag baggy. Oh, it's another one, yeah. It's a full run, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.
Welcome to iBoxingHub. I go by the name of BNG, featuring yours truly, Trey. What's good?
Cuz I can't even lie to you. It's nothing but energy right now. I'm just excited. We've just seen the presser for the Day of Reckoning card, which is looking like a tremendous card. And before we obviously start the show, just wanted to give a shout out to Rico, Ra, and Aisha from Green Diamond Boxing, of course. She just had a tremendous interview with Denzel Bentley the other day. And she's actually live at the event. So, Al Heyman, get her in. Aisha, how is it up there?
Hi guys. Yeah, it's really, really good to be here. I'm just come to show you the background here, which is lovely. Yeah, it's really, really exciting card, as you guys saw probably on the YouTube live. Just to see so many stars here, like amazing fighters all together on one stage. It was just amazing. And I think even the fighters were kind of awe-inspired themselves as well. Like so many of them said, I can't believe I'm going to be on this card with all these other people around me. So it was just, yeah, it was really lovely. You can see behind me, Lyndon's behind me. Can you see him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's behind me. So yeah, people are doing like little interviews in the corners. We think that AJ might have left already. But obviously they do the interviews with the big, media channels. I saw Ade as well, who you guys interviewed a while back. Got a picture with him. Derek Chisora was hilarious throughout the press conference, always like kind of.
You was heckling, isn't it? You
yeah. Yeah. It was hilarious, but it's a shame that you guys couldn't hear it on the YouTube live, because it was actually what made it like proper entertaining. Every time you saw AJ just randomly smile, it's because Derek Chisora said something.
Oh man, Aisha, absolutely loving the work. I was honestly loving the work. Where's Rico? Where's Ra? Where are the guys? Are they
so Ra is literally just interviewing someone. Rico's around somewhere as well. I think he's probably interviewing somebody. But because they're all kind of like in little corners, and you've got like media around just trying to queue up to get their turn really to interview people. So yeah, as you can see, the lights have gone on. So they're kind of like packing up now. It's like quite an empty space you can see behind me.
Rico's behind you, Al Heyman saying.
Oh, there he is.
Come on.
Made it.
Oh, what you saying, brother?
I'm good. How are you lot?
Yeah, we're good, man. Thank you for obviously joining us live. We was obviously bigging up your work that you're doing on your end. We're absolutely happy, just to have this experience with you guys right now. So big up to you. I know we can't take up too much of your time. You guys got a network. But
oh, man, you're family, man. You're good. You're good. You guys are family.
Big up to you. Big up to you. What do you think? What's your thoughts, man?
Oh, I think that Jarrell Miller stole the show. I believe. Well, I actually interviewed Daniel in the huddle, and the guy is just a man of very few words, bro. I'll be real. He likes to do his talking in the ring. He says, when I asked him what round he's going to take him out in, he said about the third or the fourth. So I think he's going to come in a little bit heavy. I'm actually trying to locate Salita. I'm gonna lie, to try and get that interview with Jarrell. So hopefully I can sort that out. But yeah, man, it was great. When are we ever gonna see something like this again? I was speaking to Spencer Fearon as well, and he was just, we're all just flabbergasted at the power that Prince Ali, Fabulous He, Ali Ababa, and all of the sultans out there in the great kingdom of Saudi Arabia, what they've managed to produce and what they managed to do. So yeah, big up to all of them, and big up to you guys as well. Just incredible work rate from everybody. And obviously we all love the Roundup. We all love you guys' show. Yeah,
we can't wait for the RnR show tomorrow, man. We can't wait.
Yes. So that should be interesting, to say the least. Yeah, guys, man, much love and peace out, guys.
Appreciate it. Aisha, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Catch up with you soon.
Catch up. Have a beautiful one, Aisha. Yes, cuz this is what we're doing on iBoxingHub. We're giving, the viewers a different take on different angles, man. So big up Bukayo Saka. He's obviously saying, loving this iBoxingHub live at the press. Yes, this is what we're doing. The team's expanding, and we're just looking to, give you guys access into the boxing world, but then at the same time, give you guys a voice as well. So, no, big up. Big up. And Tony Ellis, big up to you as well. He's saying excited for this show. Mad how some of the team is at the show. Yeah, this is what we're doing, Tony. We're expanding, we're growing, and we just want to give you guys as much access as possible into the boxing world that you may not have. So big up to you for supporting this channel and for doing this. But cuz we've got a roundup to do. Firstly, what is your overall take on this overall event? I need to get your thoughts. I need to hear it from Mr. Sports Entertainment himself. Let's have it.
It's a game changer. It's 100%. When Frank, months ago, when they were talking about Tyson Fury v Ngannou, Frank was saying it's a game changer. He was like, whatever, man. Eddie's done it already. Do you know what I'm saying? No, not Eddie. Floyd Mayweather done it when he fought Conor McGregor. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now, listen. This has never happened before. Listen, the first time in history, Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn in the same room. In fact, they greeted each other. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, money's involved, isn't it? When money's involved, you're gonna be happy. Everyone's gonna be happy. But the overall press conference, it was boring in the beginning until Baby Miller got the mic. He stole the show. He saved the show.
It's your guy.
And, Wilder's humble. He's at peace. But that's a dangerous thing as well. That's a dangerous thing. Yes. He's at peace. But on the day of the fight, the Bronze Bomber, woo!
Coming back. The Bronze Bomber is coming back like with a vengeance. I could tell that, he's gone through certain things in his life where he's at peace with what's happened in the past and he's ready just to move on. He's got his new goals. And I just hope, your guy AJ, I hope Wilder come together and finally make this bout that we've all been waiting to see. But cuz I can't even lie to you, we have to shout out some of the undercards as well. Ellis Zorro, I can't even lie, I'm very, very excited about him. He's got a big fight. It's a big fight. Lyndon Arthur is obviously going to be, facing Bivol. Big up to Lyndon Arthur as well. Big up Pat Barrett as well from Black Flash Promotions. I'm just genuinely excited. Ellis Zorro is obviously doing some great work, and big up to the Peacock Gym as well for what they've done thus far. And I'm just really excited because we've got a lot of events, a lot of cards. I don't even know where to start. Cuz throw us in.
Let's just dive in. It's a big event. Yeah, it's a big event. This year, boxing has been amazing. Boxing overall, all of the promoters, Queensberry, Matchroom, Boxer, Top Rank, they've all done and PBC, they've all done a good job. They've delivered. This year, like we're ending 2023 with a big game changer. I mean, look, you've got, like I said, all right, you've got AJ fighting Otto Wallin. That looks spicy because I think Otto Wallin, he's how can I put it? He said he wants to end AJ's career because AJ is now no longer in his prime. He's deteriorating, he's going down. We shall see. You've got I'm actually looking forward to Miller and Triple D. That's a fight I'm actually looking forward to. Because look, Triple D just coming off a loss. Miller, who's never lost before. Triple D fighting Miller. Is it a challenge for Miller or is it a challenge for Triple D?
It's a challenge for Triple D. Reason why I say it's a challenge for Triple D because he's obviously coming through after a loss. He's got a point to prove. I think Miller, and big up to Miller. This is why I said, and look, Tony Bellew, I love him. He's a legend. But I just didn't appreciate him, talking about, the whole drugs things and stuff like that. Because if we're going to give that energy, we have to give that energy towards every single fighter that's failed drugs test. So I just wanted to put that out there. But look, I think it's a tough fight for Miller. It's a tough fight for Daniel Dubois. And I definitely feel that Miller, in terms of his mic skills, in terms of what he's saying, his war of words, he just brings entertainment, cuz. And this is one of the things that we've been saying for the longest. You've been saying it. Why? Look, even Saka's saying, why could we not get AJ and Miller? You could just see that both guys, the energy, they don't like each other. So that's what I said. Eddie Hearn, if you're watching this, if Wilder and Joshua doesn't happen, get AJ and Baby Miller in the ring, name the event Unfinished Business, and take that fight to Madison Square Garden. That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what? It's a tough one for AJ, you know, because he just said he wants to become 3-time world heavyweight champion, and it's going to get tough because after Otto Wallin, we're assuming it's a Wilder. If not, it's possibly going to be Miller, then Wilder, then potentially Tyson Fury. It's not going to be easy. But I must say, I like AJ's energy. This is what I've missed. I think he's now geared up. This is what I've missed because I don't know. I think his opponents, his previous opponents, they haven't really said much. Otto Wallin, it's like Miller started it and Otto Wallin ended it. And now it's just like Otto Wallin and AJ, they've exchanged words. But I'm liking the simple fact that AJ and Wilder, they're humble, they're cool with each other. Well, for now anyway.
Yeah, no, definitely. And big up Kahindi as well. I know this is probably the first time you're joining us on this channel, so thank you so much. He's obviously agreeing with you because I'm enjoying AJ's energy though. That Miller needle is still there for real. I definitely agree with you. I definitely think that there's a fight there. Like I said, unfinished business between both guys. It needs to happen. And Kahinde is also saying that will be some easy New York peas at one stage, potentially exit fighter after Wilder's and Fury's, of course. So now big up.
Here's a question I want to ask you and the viewers, right?
Yeah.
Who would you want to see AJ fight? Miller or Tyson Fury? Reason why I ask you this is because, like, look, him fighting Miller, it could be a risk.
Big risk.
This one wanting to fight Fury because that's the fight that we always wanted to see.
That's the money fight.
So it's a difference.
Yeah, this money fight.
It's like, let's just say once Usyk fights Fury, and let's just say Fury wins, right? He doesn't need to entertain no one. No, he doesn't really need to entertain AJ. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's true. You're 100% right.
I think they should have made AJ. And do you think it's too late to change? Make AJ fight and Otto Wallin fight?
It's way too late. It's way too late. I can't lie. It's way too late. The reason why it's way too late is because it looks like that beef with Otto Wallin has reignited in a way, because I believe Joshua's obviously fought him in the amateurs twice, beat him twice. So I think Otto Wallin, is hungry to just get some sort of redemption. And if he could win this fight, then it would just, the amateurs, it wouldn't matter. This is the big fight. This is a big event. And, if he can get the upset in this, then he is the gate crasher to the show. So obviously big up. And Tony Ellis is saying, Fury, if it's in England. Oh, look, Fury, Miller. Look, cuz I'm not going to lie, I'm going to answer your question. I'm going for, I would rather, just for the sake of, because I know the beef is personal, I want to see Miller and Joshua, man. Unfinished business, Madison Square Garden. I want to just see AJ back at the Mecca of boxing, which is obviously the States. And I just feel that he's got unfinished business in the States. And if he goes and does a job on Miller in the States, then boy, like, that's a great way for him to get the backing of the US public, because I kind of feel that because of the Ruiz fight that happened in Madison Square Garden, they've kind of lost a bit of respect for him or credibility. So let's see. And look, Al Heyman's got a tremendous question here, and I think you'll be the best person to ask this. Who will be training AJ for this fight? We're hearing talk of Derek James, of course, is still, going to be in that scenario. Or we're hearing the rumors of, I don't know how true it is, Ben Davison. So what's the situation with that?
With what I've been told, it might be Ben Davis. Because think about it, Ben Davis was in Tyson Fury's corner when he fought Otto Wallin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So maybe Ben can give AJ some tips, because Otto Wallin is southpaw, right? And we've said this before. AJ, you know, he struggles with southpaw. One of his toughest southpaw opponent was obviously Usyk.
Yeah.
So Otto Wallin, I don't know, because, you know, Otto Wallin, I understand he won his last fight, but again, I don't know where he's at really. Do you know what I mean? This fight could just be a big payday for Otto Wallin, but we shall see on the night. I've got a feeling somebody's getting knocked out, man. Somebody's getting knocked out. Yeah, it's the. Do you know what? I will be disappointed if this fight goes to distance.
Look, even Al Heyman's brought out a great point, and big up to Al Heyman behind the cameras, man. We never kind of give him a shout out for the tremendous work he does. Look, he's obviously saying Ben Davison has beaten both Otto Wallin and Wilder, so he does bring a lot of experience. And if you're kind of looking ahead in terms of a game plan, Ben Davison, of course, from a heavyweight's perspective, will know what to do in that scenario when it comes down to Wilder and you know, Otto Wallin. And Kahindi, big up as well. AJ and Wilder have no beef. Wilder's talking like a sage now. Look, I just think Wilder, and big up to Wilder, he's obviously one of my favorite fighters. There's no denying that. I just think that he's in a better place now in terms of his focus. He's accepted what's happened with Fury, and he's moved on. And I think when you've been able to accept, you know, what's happened in the past, be able to move on. Whereas when you're holding grudges and you're kind of holding that feeling of this should have happened and that, you know, you can't really move forward. So massive credit to Wilder's how humble he is, and I just think he's ready. He's ready to put on the show. And Joseph Parker, he said that look, this is a respectable fight, and Joseph Parker's obviously going to be thinking, because I've been, you know, training with Fury in his camp, I've got a few tips on how to beat Wilder, but I don't think, I'm not looking into that too much. I think Wilder, he's one of those guys that once he senses some sort of, like, not fear, but I would say if he's got a winning of someone, for example, like within the fight, he's a good finisher. So this is what I'm thinking. He could finish him at some point in the fight.
I already just Joseph Parker going in the ring with Wilder. Joseph Parker, he's going to be aggressive. He's going to be this way. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to put it on Wilder. He's going to make Wilder fight on the back foot. But something tells me he's going to get caught, because look, he got beaten by Joe Joyce, and Joe Joyce is slower than Wilder. Do you know what I mean? So again, like when they say, "Oh, I'm training with this person, training that person," it's all good and that, but that doesn't mean nothing. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it comes down to you as you know, as an athlete. If you can get the job done. Don't get me wrong, if Joseph Parker beats Wilder, like knocks out Wilder, then yeah, dude, full respect, stock gone up, because he's looking to become a 2-time world champion. But at this present point, we need to stop kidding ourselves now. This is a serious fight. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a serious fight. I mean, yeah, it's just, I just can't wait. I can't wait. Miller's made it clear. He said, like, look, he wants to fight Emmanuel Charr for the WBA regular, because he knows, you know, with the heavyweight division, once, you know, we get unification, once somebody gets crowned undisputed champion, they're just going to vacate one belt, I believe, and they'll probably still have all the other belts unless they vacate all of them. So it's a long road.
Yeah, it's down really to the fighter who becomes undisputed.
Wilder's ranked number one on the WBC. AJ's ranked number 2. So my understanding is the winner out of AJ and Wilder gets to challenge the WBC champion.
Oh, possibly.
Unless the belt gets vacated.
Look, Tony Ellis is obviously asking again. We see Ben Davison train AJ to fight Fury. Look, I agree.
Remember when we saw Ben Davis at the event a few years ago, and we asked him AJ.
Oh yeah, what at the White House event?
Yeah. What did he say?
Yes, you're right. Because you had a good conversation with him. To be fair, like, it was such a great event, man. So obviously, big up to Wow Hydrate as well. A tremendous team, and just love what they're doing with the sport.
Just want to quickly touch up on Bivol. That's a tough fight for what his name now?
Lyndon Arthur.
Yeah, that is honestly like, do
King
you know what?
Arthur.
I'm so happy that he's getting this opportunity. I'm really happy for him. But it's gonna be a tough fight. It's gonna be a tough fight. It honestly, yeah.
Oh, look, Tony Ellis is saying, get Bazza back on the channel. He can give us more information about AJ being in camp. Look, let's because it's your request, we'll obviously send a message to Bazza, and let's see if we can get a part 2 with him so we can discuss the whole AJ being in camp if that's the situation, definitely. But yeah, it's going to be a tough fight. Big up to Lyndon Arthur, big up to Pat Barrett from Blackflash Promotions. He's doing so much from a grassroots level for the promotional company. So just to see one of his fighters that he's had, from the beginning, get this opportunity against a Bivol is a tremendous opportunity, which I believe both fighters will relish it as well. I think Pat would relish it, and Lyndon Arthur will relish it as well. And I think they'll be hungry to put on the show. And I think Bivol as well, he knows that this is going to be a tricky test. Going to be a tricky. Obviously, we've got Bivol as the favorite. He should win. But look, we can't count out King Arthur, man. We've seen what he's done against Anthony Yard the first time. I know you can argue the circumstances, the situation, but look, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And look, Bukayo Saka is obviously saying, why take the fight? If he loses, will he lose the IBO belt? I believe it should be on the line, and I think let's put it on the, yeah. It's a regular title, because at the end of the day,
it's a regular title. Well, it's a regular. They're classed as a world title, but it's a regular title. But he's fighting Bivol for the is it WBO?
WBA, I believe. Yeah, he's the WBA.
My question to you and the viewers: can Linford Arthur cause an upset?
Yeah, like I was just saying, I think both guys. I mean, like the camp. I'm talking about Pat Barrett. I'm talking about Lyndon Arthur. I think they'll relish the opportunity, and I just think that this is going to be a big fight that they're going to give their all. And look, Bukayo Saka is saying he just got the belt and he's going to lose the. Look, you're saying this now, but what if he wins? What if he wins?
Yeah.
What if he wins? What if he becomes the guy that couldn't beat the guy who's been the guy for a minute?
Yeah. And it's happened. It's happened in the past. It's happened. Yeah. So I don't know. This is just, look, they're all getting paid nice. They're all getting paid nice.
Tremendously. Handsomely.
Wow. I'm just, so this event, right? Is it under Queensberry?
No, it's a co-promotion. So it's Queensberry, Matchroom, and also Shelley Finkel's thing as well. I don't know what Shelley Finkel's thing is called. Salita Promotions is obviously going to be involved in it. Top Rank, ESPN. Look, it's a full Wasserman boxing as well, because Wasserman have got Lyndon Arthur, for example. So it's a lot of promoters coming together to put on this show. So this is why, because we've got to pick them up.
Anyone from Boxer are participating in that show?
No. Because we would have seen Ben Shalom there.
Oh, yeah.
Because Ben Shalom's kind of got the thing with Sky, isn't it, man? So Sky and DAZN, they don't want to kind of, I think there's some complications there. But the fact that we've got Matchroom, Wasserman Boxing, we've got ESPN, Top Rank, we've also got Queensberry, because like this, Salita Promotions as well. Big up Salita Promotions as well, because it's just like 5 different promotional companies.
Ooh, that's it. If he wins, if Linford Arthur was to beat Bivol, we could potentially see Linford Arthur and Yard trilogy.
Yeah, let's see that in Manchester.
Yeah. He'll call the shots, because obviously he'll be the A side, because he's the champion.
That's what I'm saying. So he needs to go to Manchester. Look, Lions in the camp, you know me, I always support him. But, I'm also a supporter of Pat Barrett and what he's been doing for Blackflash Promotions. And I think, Lyndon will be really motivated for this fight, man. So let's just see what happens. Obviously, we know Bivol's obviously the favorite, but let's not write off the underdog. Anything can happen in boxing, as we've seen over the years.
Right. I just wanted to recap on something on the event we just saw, the press conference. Yeah. What is going on with AJ and Dev? Are they not getting along?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what it is. It's like there's a situation with you kind of see the beef between Queensberry and Matchroom in a way, but then you kind of saw it kind of settled between Eddie and Frank Warren, but then there's still a bit of heat elsewhere. So yeah, it was a bit of a strange one, when he did say, "Oh, Eddie needs to ask me the questions." I just thought,
I think because
looked at it, and I was
seen a few interviews from Dev, because Dev hasn't really said nice things about AJ. Do you know what I mean? He's always like,
you can't be too personal with these things.
I hear that, but it's just like, again, you got to think of it. Yeah, like this is not Matchroom DAZN show. Do you know what I mean? And he's probably just used to it being Matchroom DAZN show. He's been with Matchroom for what, over 10 years now, and it's like when Dev asked the Wilder question about AJ, that's not the reaction he wanted. He wanted it to be more fire and spicy in it. But again, they're professional athletes. They're going to keep it professional. I believe during the build-up, that's what we're going to see proper, because Wilder's for years, 6 years.
Yeah, I agree with you, cuz, man. I think Wilder looks more focused on the fight. I just think that both fighters understand, the importance of both of them winning, them being in the same arena as well. When they both win, then, both guys can finally, do that face-off. And hopefully in 2024, we see this fight. But because I can't lie, I want to see this fight. I know, look, Riyadh seasons is tremendous. I love, what's going on in Saudi Arabia. But I kind of want to see these kind of fights like in the UK or, in the States, man. Like, I don't want us to kind of move away from, the global arenas in boxing.
But this is the thing, though. The problem is that I've been saying is that the promoters, I'm hoping now they want to work with each other after this. The problem is the promoters, they don't like working with each other. I get it. Some are saying, well, I'm protecting my asset, or you can't fight on that show. He has to fight on this show. It's like, for example, right? Joseph Parker was signed with Boxer.
Yeah.
On stage. And then he fought Joe Joyce on at the time, BT Sport, yeah. After that fight, that's it. He was done. He's no longer part of Box, so I believe he's a free agent. Do you know what I mean? So I think with promoters, it's just they need to learn to work with each other. There's too much ego, and that's what's ruining the sports, because it can come to a point where every boxers can become free agent and start fighting in the likes of Saudi or elsewhere without a promoter. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, no, definitely, I agree with you. Fighters, they obviously want to fight. There's always the stigma of, oh, this guy is running away. I generally don't think that's the case. I just think the politics between sort of the promoters, and the negotiations between the fighters and the arenas, etc. That's what kind of gets in the way of the deals per se. Because obviously Shakur's going to be fighting tomorrow. We can quickly just brush up on that. He's I believe it's for the vacant WBC belt that Haney vacated, isn't it? So look, it's a good fight, man. It's a good fight.
I think it's going to be a easy victory for Shakur Stevens. Now, this just gets ridiculous because look, you've got Tank there. You could have challenged Tank for that WBC belt. So it's going to be an easy one. It's going to, no disrespect to his opponent, but it's going to be easy. We ain't heard much about it because people already know it's going to be an easy fight.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow. It's basically, yes. No, not tomorrow. It's Friday, early hours of the morning. It's not a Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not a Saturday. It's Friday, early hours of the morning. And then we've got, the Magnificent 7 event, with Denzel Bentley. So obviously big up to Denzel Bentley, big up to Asher as well, who did the interview with Denzel Bentley, Too Sharp, and I think he's going to do a tremendous job. And look, Al Heyman's obviously saying Shakur Stevenson insists he has a better boxing resume than Devin Haney. Do you agree? No.
I'm a bit annoyed with Shakur Stevens because he had an opportunity to fight David Haney. I think they offered him 25% and he rejected it, and that just annoyed me. It's like, come on, I've said this so many times from the pod. Yeah, if you get offered an opportunity to fight for a world title, yeah, take it, because if you believe in yourself and you believe you'll beat the champion, right? Think about the rewards afterwards. They get greedy, and it just ruins everything. It's like the same way, like, look, AJ and Wilder, they could have fought. We could have had an undisputed champion in the year 2017-18. Again, because of greed and stupidity. Now look, they're both former champions, you know. They still haven't fought, and it's been like what 5-6 years, and I'm just hoping that they both, you know, beat their opponents so we can see this fight happen. Because if they both lose, or if one loses, then what's the point?
Yeah, no, definitely. And look, Al Heyman's obviously saying take the fight, win it, then you decide on the percentage for the next fights. Look, big up to Al Heyman. I agree with him completely. And Adam Azim as well, man. I'm really excited about him. Hopefully, he puts on a tremendous performance as well. Guys, look, I'm really excited. Obviously, we've done the mid-week roundup, but sort of before we end the show, was there any, you know, points that you wanted to sort of cover, or you saw something online and you thought, you know what, other than the Day of Reckoning, I think we need to discuss this?
Do you know what? I think I saw something online. I think Usyk and Fury press conference tomorrow, I believe.
Oh, okay, that's going to be.
I'm not too sure. I could be wrong, but it's just interesting to see like who will be on the undercard, because at the moment the 23rd is a game changer.
Yeah, it seems like all the fighters are going to be fighting in that as well. Yeah. So, what they're going to have left?
I don't know. I mean, I won't be surprised if they have Errol Spence and Crawford in Saudi.
Oh, what you saying for that fight to happen? But at what, 147 or 154?
Forget 147. He just has to hand over the belts. I don't know what he's doing now. There's no point. It doesn't make sense. Think about it. If you're fighting someone at 154, right? You've got the belts for 147. The belts ain't on the line, and you even said you're no longer fighting at 147. So why have you still got the belts? It don't make no sense to me.
I can't lie, cuz, but you know, I kind of feel for Crawford in a way, man, because I understand why it's happened in terms of the IBF, you know, eventually stripping him so that Boots Ennis, you know, becomes champion as an interim. Because I believe the rule is once you become interim champion, you have to get a title shot between, you know, within that sort of 6 months. And look, Boots Ennis has been waiting. You know, Spence has been, you know, taking over fights, and car crashes has happened and everything. So that didn't transpire in the end. So I kind of felt that Terence Crawford got the wrong end of the stick when he got stripped, because we've seen, you know, champions that have been out of the ring for a longer period and they're still holding the belts. Like you're talking about Tyson Fury, you're talking about Jamal Charlo, you know, whose fight's obviously coming up. There's so many names that we could name that have been champion for longer than the 6 month period. And look, they've still been champion. They've still been champion. They've not been stripped. So look, it's one of those ones, man. Bukayo Saka's obviously saying sign for Crawford to move up. So he wants Crawford to move up. I think Crawford should move up as well and free up the division.
Indeed. Well, guys, we're going to close up now. But look, just remember to like, share, and subscribe. We've got a few guests coming on the show very soon. Big guests, of course. Just look, stay tuned in. Have a
RnR Hour tomorrow as well. RnR Hour tomorrow. So and Ra back tomorrow for the RnR. Look, guys, we're just doing 4 shows minimum a week on this channel. Special guests as well. So, guys, thank you for, you know, continuing to support the channel. We just want to deliver, you know, good content for you guys and give you access into the world that you don't get from the other end. So big up to our supporters. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing, and the more you do it, the better the guests get.
Peace and love.
It's another bang. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. Light up my card with a sweet one, please. Someone flips me a bag, so it's another one. It's another one, yeah. It's a full strand, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another